complete the three-point play. The lead is 8 for Biñan. Kawilan. That's off the back iron. The tap goes to Pamboy Raimundo.
But that's the shot you want JP to take. Catch and shoot. He was set up pretty well right there.
Zamboanga only shooting 4 out of 16 from the outside tonight. Lastimosa gets by to the side of Reg Gambat. Bonifacio with the offensive rebound. Rocacurva saves it to Warren. Look at the ball movement here for Biñan. Air ball though by Lastimosa. That's a shot clock violation against the Tatakjel. Coach Boyet says it's fine. We're going to make up for it on the defensive end.
Now you got to be happy with that sequence if you're Coach Boyet. Forget about it. Move on to the next play.
4 minutes and 33 remaining in this game. Zamboanga is number 4 in the South. Biñan currently number 7. There's still a chance for the Tatakjel to avoid the play-in tournament.
Nice movement.
Gabat, three-pointer, no good.
They had Chino come up what's called a Peja action. When you start off from the low block, you get a little back pick before getting that handoff. That time he got that handoff from, I think that was James Una. And setting up that 3 for Gabat, but Gabat airballed that shot attempt.
Shots just not falling yet here for Zamboanga, but they get the steal. Touch passing for the Sikat. It ends up in an Una basket.
Ganda talaga ng mga reads ni Chino Mosqueda. Already had a shot that end, but he understood downhill. There's more momentum on James' side than his.
James Una with 13 points in this game. Chino Mosqueda has 7 assists. Capobres called for the foul. Zamboanga will pick up their 4th team foul here in the quarter. This is our fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X Mop, personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke.
Old school, that's called give and go. Get that pass off to one guy and give it up again to a guy that's going downhill. Ganda ng pagkaka-finish ni James Una doon.
That's a baseline throw in here para sa Biñan. Top of the key, gives it up to Pamboy. Raimundo, the pocket pass, Maestre with a strong take, misses it. Mosqueda will walk it up here into their front court.
Too tight on that last action for Biñan.
Mosqueda kicks it out. Capobres goes to the basket, off the glass, that rims out.
That was a good shot, sayang.
And they've missed a lot of good shots in this game.
Agree. Makeable shots that's not falling.
High ball screen for Raimundo, set by Maestre. Mike, this time he makes the basket. Unfortunately, referee Jay Castroverde signaling a charge.
I think they have to review this. I don't think that was a charge. You got to challenge that if you Coach Boyet.
And they will. The yellow light is on right there. They had a successful challenge earlier. They're going to try to have another one here. This is going to be a crucial call.
Because the reason I say that, I thought Mike tried to avoid it.
We'll be right back. We'll be taking a short break.
The Biñan Tatakjel's challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Boyet Fernandez and the Biñan Tatakjel. Ito yung nangyari. Tinawagan ng offensive foul dito si Mike Maestre.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly lowering his shoulder there, Coach.
That's right. That shoulder went right through the chest. Was that Alvin Capobres?
Yes. Zamboanga with a chance to trim this deficit. Credo gets hit against Lastimosa. And he loses it. Crucial turnover for Zamboanga.
Well, you got to credit the defense of Biñan right there, not allowing JP Kawilan to have that space to slip.
Bonifacio thought he had the upper hand there, getting ample position against Jason Credo.
But they don't have a challenge anymore.
Instead, it will be a double foul against both Credo and Bonifacio.
Action right there. Well, actually, nauna na kanina pa yung banggaan no? Yung contact between those two.
It's a double round with number 4, Warren
And the
Bonifacio
call will
is
be
second,
upheld.
and number
It is
7, Jason
a double
Credo
foul
is
against both
third.
Bonifacio and Credo. Lucky break for Zamboanga.
Doon sa middle action pa lang meron na eh. But they called it when they were already down on the low block.
2 minutes and 48 remaining. 12 on the shot clock here for Biñan. Raimundo looking inside. Lastimosa gets the pass. Mosqueda right there with him. 3 on the shot clock. Lastimosa could not hit on the jumper. Look at Kenny Rocacurva skying for that rebound.
Oh my God. You see that? He literally went up there and just took it from everyone.
Kenny Rocacurva has dominated not just on the offensive end, but also on the glass this evening.
Well, he really circled around everyone. Past a couple of Zamboanga players, past Waray Gimpayan, and able to sneak in and steal that rebound off of them.
Look at his numbers in this game. 19 and 14 para kay Kenny Rocacurva. He has 20 after that made free throw. There you see the Biñan faithful crowded near the big screen here inside the Paco Arena. Look how many free throws Biñan has had in this game. 32 attempts in total. 33 after that one. But Rocacurva misses. Are will slow things down here. Crowded.
That's almost 10 more than they normally would average itong Biñan.
Mosqueda tried to go inside to Kawilan. The spacing not ideal there for Zamboanga.
You know what? They have not allowed JP Kawilan to beat the defender. And really, for the most part, he's had to contend with that guy, right? And it's been tough.
Timeout taken here on the floor by Zamboanga. That's the second to the last timeout of this game. We'll be right back. Left on their schedule for the regular season. Quezon City and Pasay on September 22 and September 24 respectively.
Must-win situation yan actually for Biñan. They still got a good chance if they sweep their remaining games. Probably sneak in even number 4. But yung spectrum ng range nila talaga is either you get to number within the 4 to 8 slots.
Baseline throw in here for Chino Mosqueda. This is an important possession for Zamboanga. Credo has the height advantage here against Lastimosa, but Carlo really making it difficult for Jason Credo. A foul called against Lastimosa. Penalty na ang Biñan.
Well, they get to the penalty and they send Jason Credo to the line. But I'd like to take note that every guy, every Biñan player who's had, based on the rotation of the movement offensively by Zamboanga, every time you have JP right in front of you, do not let go. And that time, Warren Bonifacio was the one who was pretty much assigned to JP. He never took his eye off JP. And so, Zamboanga, on their end, hindi nila mapuntahan yung three-point shooting ni JP.
It has been absent for the most part here in the fourth quarter, but he's hit a few. Zamboanga, though, has been known to be a good three-point shooting team, especially in the first half of the season, but that has escaped them here in this part of the year.
Well, JP's three-point shooting has actually been pretty pedestrian. He's at 33%. He averages roughly about 34, but you know, he's so much better than that.
Oh, Pingris, naunahan niya
Travel.
si James Una, but took an extra step.
Travel, that's right.
Another lucky break there for Zamboanga. Actually, they've had a lot of these in this game, coach. However, when they go into their offensive sets, hindi nila matranslate into points.
Oh, hindi, they cannot take advantage of the turnovers that they force. Look, they forced Biñan to 12 turnovers, but they've only gotten 4 points of it. I mean, clearly you got to be better than that in terms of exploiting the mistakes that you force on your opponent.
Well, that just proves to you how difficult it has been to put points on the board in this game for Zamboanga. Credo now setting up the table for the guys in orange. Under 2 minutes to play. Una almost lost it. The handoff to Jason. Can Zamboanga get a basket? They need one badly. Mosqueda down low. Una gets the score. What a play by Chino Mosqueda.
You knew from the get-go that Chino was not going to look to score. He was sizing up that roll by James Una. Ooh!
And almost a steal. And they're going to review that. We're under the final 2 minutes. Coach Engay Macaraya really giving Michael Are his props there for almost forcing a turnover on Pamboy Raimundo. That could actually be the case here after we review this one.
And this is just a 4-point game with a minute and 29 remaining. See that again once here. Pamboy receives that ball down on the end line.
Hard to see from that angle. Na-angle ba niya?
Yeah, it's tough to see. Hindi natin makita kung inbounds pa yung bola no?
Medyo nakaharang kasi si Kim Pangil na yun.
But the way it looked, it sure looked like na-steal yung bola ni Are. Will there be a foul though? Because if the ball was already on Are and he bumped back
exactly
on Pamboy, that might be escalated to a foul.
Yun nga yung tinatry na sabihin sa ating mga referees that maybe Pamboy Raimundo could
be.
And that would be big because if that does happen, that's going to be 2 free throws for Michael Are. So that's going to be an opportunity for Zamboanga to trim this lead to just 2 points with the clock stop.
Right. And if ever this does get turned into an offensive foul naman on Are, then this will be ball possession over to Biñan.
Alright, habang nire-review pa rin ng ating mga referees, we'll take a short break first.
Upon review, it's Biñan Gel basketball.
After the review, our referees have ruled in favor of the Biñan Gel.
See what happened there. There, took the ball.
Ayun,
oh yeah, nasa labas.
Just a little shove after he got the basketball there, talking about Mike Are, but that was insignificant because Biñan will still get the rock here.
No need to panic here if you're Zamboanga. Really just got to stay the course. 8-second violation.
Just when you were saying no need to panic, huh?
Because they pretty much had the ball still back in the back court, and they got the full length of the floor to defend.
Coach Boyd Fernandez unhappy with that outcome. This gives Zamboanga a chance to get to within 2 points, maybe even 1 with a 3-point shot.
Yeah, JP's got to give it up. Now he's got to slip this.
Oh, Chino Mosqueda goes for the floater, leaves that one short.
That was a good look for Chino.
Both teams in the penalty.
Can't foul now.
Oh, that's a terrible foul given up by Jason Credo.
Yeah, he had his hand all over Carlo Lastimosa.
I don't understand.
And that was right in front of the refs.
Exactly. This is our Gixxer great move of the game. Born for greatness, excellent lead pass there by Chino Mosqueda for James Una.
It just shows you the IQ of Chino Mosqueda.
Yeah, he's had 8 assists in this game. Lastimosa could not take care of business on the first free throw.
We saw that play earlier. He really wasn't trying to look to score. He was trying to feed off.
1 out of 2 from the line. That's his only trip to the free throw line so far in this game. Talking about Lastimosa. 58-53. Under a minute to play in this game. Another important possession for Zamboanga. Credo taking his time. Gives it up. Kawilan, step to the side. 3, that's big. No, the miss. Credo is fouled. Going up, he will take 2 shots.
Boy, that timing on that offensive rebound, Credo is cramping.
Well, he's played a lot of minutes in this game than he's usually accustomed to. Almost 23 minutes in this game for Credo, who's only averaging how many minutes? Just 10.3 minutes per game.
It's way beyond his normal minutes per game.
Crandall will still be the one to take the free throws here. He's 3 out of 6. Big misses by Zamboanga. Imagine that, 9 out of 22, coach.
13 missed free throws, and you're down 5.
Credo with one more. 39 seconds remaining in this game. Credo could not hit. Capobres tracks it down. Another opportunity here for Zamboanga. They're going to have to go a little quicker here.
Yeah, they got to go quick.
Credo doesn't hand it off. Spins. The drop off. Una. Still no go. Oh my goodness. The misses piling up from the field, from the free throw line. It has plagued Zamboanga here more so in the fourth quarter.
Biggest man that side of the floor. As the defense really got preoccupied, Pingris had to commit. Leaves it over for James. That finger roll though, not deciding to go in. And who gets that defensive rebound? The smallest Biñan player in Pamboy Raimundo.
Big stop para sa Biñan. Raimundo will be tested at the free throw line. He could put the finishing touches on this one.
That to me is really just wanting that ball. Rebound is always about will.
And Raimundo also missing on that first free throw.
16 missed free throws naman sa side ng Biñan.
Raimundo takes care of the second. Zamboanga will burn their final timeout. 21.9 seconds remaining in this one. 2-possession ball game.
Yeah, they will definitely have to advance this ball in the front court. Maybe run a series of screens, maybe flares, even staggers to set up three-point shooters.
I'll take a short break here. Magbabalik ang Mpbl. Boss Bonsing Talisayon, Poy Aktub, Megan Galang, all behind that Biñan bench, all in anticipation for a win here today, which could help boost Biñan's chances of making the playoffs outright in the Southern Division. They're currently number 7 right now, 15 and 11. Zamboanga with possession here. Mosqueda, Una, Kawilan, Are, and Capobres on the floor. Una able to receive. James Una this time against 2 defenders, able to convert, and he makes this a 4-point game.
They decide against going for a quick 3 and just a quick 2 right there. The alley-oop play intended for James Una. You'd love that James stayed in control amidst that defense of Mark Pingris. I thought they could have also curled up in the corner, si JP Kawilan, but still a good read of that inbounds from Zamboanga.
Timeout, Biñan. Zamboanga also has 2 remaining games on their schedule, Coach Mike. It's Quezon and the Caloocan Batang Tangkalu on September 20 and 23 respectively.
And the games are just not about to become easier for Zamboanga. And their remaining games have been pretty tough, including these 2 in Quezon and Caloocan. They've been sliding though.
They have. They have been facing the top teams in the latter part of the season, and they have not been able to perform as well compared to the first half. Biñan inbounding from the side. Lastimosa at it there. Quick foul given up by Chino Mosqueda.
They want to send immediately to the line. Biñan, where Carlo Lastimosa has gone once. He split his free throw the last time he was there.
Yeah, just about a second chipped off of that game clock. There you see Miss Lea Lastimosa. Carlo gets to trickle in that first free throw. Lastimosa, surprisingly, is only a 52.3% free throw shooter this year.
That's right.
Oh, 1 out of 2. Una collects it.
Gotta give it
Zamboanga
up.
has to go fast. No more timeouts para sa kanila. Are throws it to Kawilan. JP for 3. Nope. Are with the offensive rebound. He goes for the 3-point shot. That's a foul
Ooh.
against Pamboy Raimundo. Wala na yatang challenge.
Challenge, but they gotta review this. They gotta check on this.
Coach Moya doesn't believe it's a foul too.
I don't think so too. See that?
And actually, pwede pa nga maging offensive foul to eh. Dahil yun, no? That was that leg sticking
Yeah.
out for Michael Are.
Right. And Pamboy was really going sideways as he was trying to avoid hitting si ano. Oh, and
They don't review it. They go with the call. Are, that's gonna be it for Zamboanga.
yeah,
If he made all 3 free throws,
would have been just a 2-possession game.
one possession game.
1 possession game rather. Oh man.
actually, if he could have made 2 out of 3, missed the last, and
Meron
then
pa.
get a shot, rebound and get the shot, they could snatch this game away from Biñan, but that's just gonna do it. Biñan will try to make sure here with 1.9 seconds remaining in this game. Ayaw nilang madisgrasya dito. And they're gonna map out one final play. Magbabalik kami. Back here between Biñan and Zamboanga. This is pretty much decided already. Zamboanga just saw Michael Are miss 2 of his 3 free throws.
And this pretty much is very similar to Zamboanga's loss against Basilan. They did not shoot the ball well from the field, from the line. They get out rebounded. They get out assisted. They had more points in the paints, but the only difference is that their bench